Hey guys, this is Farron from Little Piece Heaven Farm. You see we're back here at home base. The garden did very well while we were gone on this last trip. We put a little watering system in the greenhouse and that worked out really well. But when I was out here checking out the garden, I noticed there's a few things that are ready to harvest. And what's kind of interesting is that all things that are ready to harvest were volunteer plants. So I'm gonna head out here in the garden and check this out. It's a nice sunny day. It's about 8 a.m. I'm supposed to get it up to 100 again today. It reached, reached 99 yesterday. Didn't quite make it to 100, but it'll be, they're forecasting 100 today. So it's best to get out here early in the morning. I was out here since 6 o'clock a.m. watering the garden. There's my tomatoes. Doing quite well out here. Yeah, I've gotten a few volunteers. Right there is a zucchini. We call it or striper zucchini because it kind of has stripes colors on it, and that's a volunteer. And then there was some volunteer potatoes. That usually just means that you missed one when you were digging them up. So I gotta get in here and get all these harvested because they're ready to be harvested. And that's a train going by. You can probably hear it in the background. And I've got some volunteer potatoes to dig up here. And all this right here, these are all volunteer tomatoes. It's probably chocolate cherry, probably. And I did plant some green beans in there. But this came up after I planted the green beans. Well, that sun shined right in the camera. Again, on this side of it. Yeah, it's a lot of volunteer. And of course, right over here is the volunteer New Zealand spinach. It started up from seed. It grew last year and flowered and seeded itself. Some more volunteer potatoes in that bed. So yeah, it's time to go on there and start doing some harvesting. I'd have to say that's a pretty good harvest from a volunteered Yukon Gold potato. Nice size. Well, let's go to the other areas and see what we get. Well, the rest of that harvest out of this bed And there's some Yukon Golds in here, and down there's a russet, and these yellow ones like this are like kind of like fingerlings. So yeah, and then I got this here I'll feed to the chickens. All right, on to the next area. Not bad of a harvest for volunteer Yukon Gold potatoes. Of course, this one over here in this bed, those are all russet potatoes. And it had some red Pontiacs in the tomato area. And there's my corn, sweet corn. And right there is a volunteer zucchini. I have no idea how it got there because I never planted zucchini in this bed. Nice one right there. And there's kind of growing a little weird, but a nice size one right there. So we'll get that picked. And I think there's one on the other side. I don't know if you can see it right there. And one back behind those leaves. Go ahead and get this one on the other side. All right, that makes 2 zucchinis so far this year. Well, that's about all the volunteer vegetables that I have. The zucchini and those potatoes, and the volunteer tomato plants obviously hasn't produced tomatoes yet. It's got a bunch of little tiny green ones, but maybe another month or so. Back there behind me is kiwi, and right over here is figs. As you can see, there's plenty of figs on here. Just look at all those figs. On there, so I should get hopefully a bumper crop off of this year. There's one there got pretty good size already, and another one right there, pretty good size. Fig tree, fig bush. Gonna have to find a permanent home for it. See, my grapes are doing really good. Well, I'm gonna have a lot of grapes. Eat some of them fresh. Maybe make wine out of it. Maybe some jam. Maybe some juice. Because there's definitely a lot of grapes on these plants this year. Well, that'll do it for this video. We didn't plant a big garden this year. We didn't plant no potatoes. And the ones you see me harvesting are all volunteers. We didn't want to plant a huge garden because we're doing a lot of RV camping trips this year, like we did last year. So there'll be some videos on that. And we've already went on a few trips, and there's videos up there already about those, what we've done. So yeah, and Cheryl will still continue doing some cooking videos, and she'll be doing some RV cooking videos, you know, meals that she makes while we're on these RV trips. And she'll do some canning videos still, probably later on this fall when our tomatoes are all ripe, and make some sauce out of it. Maybe we'll make some grape jam out of those grapes. It looks like we're going to have a bumper crop on those grapes this year. And based on the apple trees over there, we have 100-year-old apple trees over there, 2 of them, and just loaded with apples. So probably some applesauce out of it, some pies, and etc. Well, anyhow, thanks for stopping by and checking this video out, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Well, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Anyhow, bye.